Hey Derp Nation, how's it going? It is TheDerpySmiler here coming at you with another video. Now I know this video is very different actually. So a while ago I actually found a few questions about Disventure Camp online on Twitter, and I even asked you guys, hey, do you guys want me to answer these questions? I actually bookmarked the thread that these questions came from, and even commented on it, telling the user, hey, I might use these in the video, of course, with your credit. And you guys said that you guys wanted to see me answer these questions. So, first off, their Twitter's going to appear on screen, but I got to give a quick shout out to Kshine TD. Go follow them on Twitter. They're the ones that made these questions, and I have 17 questions. They wrote 17 questions. So, it's time for me to answer these. Now, this video is probably going to contain a lot of clips from Disventure Camp, so I guess, spoiler alert, if you don't know what it is, but you're interested in watching the show. First question is, favorite season? Now, my favorite season so far, I'm not counting All-Star, so it can only be either Beta, Reboot, Season 1, or Season 2. Reboot Season 1 was actually really good. I think the elimination order there made more sense than the elimination order from the beta. Now, not to say that the beta didn't set the timeline of events that could have occurred in the reboot, but definitely the beta was a good sketch for what they could have worked on. And when they brought it to the Season 1 reboot or remake, whatever you want to call it, it was definitely something interesting, right? Taking an old concept and turning it into something new is always something that I would do. My favorite character, that's the second question. It's between Aiden and Alex. See, if I don't know if this question wants me to answer overall or per season, because in Season 1, Alec was a huge favorite for me, and during Season 2, Aiden was a huge favorite for me. I resonate with both characters pretty well, so I can understand them and their somewhat complex nature. But if I had to choose a character overall, it's going to be Aiden. I've been an Aiden fanboy, and I have not necessarily been too shy when it comes to talking about Aiden and giving him support. So I'm going for Aiden. Now, question 3 is my favorite canon ship. Boy, there's a lot of canon ships. You know, you got Tom and Jake, you got Ashley and Will, you got Ellie and Gabby, you got Aiden and James, you got who else? You got Maggie and Kai, you got Connor and Rhea, you got Gret and Mule. I'm gonna have to say that my favorite is still somewhat of a bias in a sense, because I still really enjoy these two on my screen. So I'm gonna have to go with Aiden and James, just for the fact that they were more of the enemies to lovers, and I love that type of trope when it comes to movies, TV shows, video games, anything in nature. So I'm going with Aiden and James, enemies to lovers. Now, I guess somewhat companions, then to enemies, then to friends, then to enemies, then to lovers. So I guess it was back and forth, but I gotta give it to them. Favorite fanship, and I don't really pay attention to who the community actually ships together, but since Tom and Jake aren't official yet, you can say that they are kind of a fan-made ship, even though I guess we kind of know that they're going to be coming soon, but I'm going to give it to them. I'm giving it to Tom and Jake. Favorite Season 1 team? Oh boy, I have to really think about this one, because I don't remember the names of the teams. I remember the teams themselves, but when it comes to their names, I actually have no clue. Man. I will say that it is the team that has Gabby, Miriam, Jake, Tom, Gret, Dan, and Drew. So I'll give it to them. I'll give it to that team. Question number 6 says, favorite Season 2 team? I don't remember their team names either. Ever since Disventure Camp All-Stars came out, that has had all of my attention. So if we're gonna go with Season 2 team, actually I like the dynamic of Aiden, James, Maggie, Lake, Rosa, Carol, and I'm missing somebody. Oh, Oliver. Oliver was also on that team. I like their dynamic, so I'll give it to them as well. Number 7 is favorite All-Stars team. Cyan. Cyan, easily. Number 8 is favorite alliance. Actually, I hate to admit this, but the Villains Alliance in Disventure Camp All-Stars is my favorite alliance by far. It's just too many heads that think that they can take control, and when they burn to the ground, it's actually going to be fun to watch. Which is probably why they're like my favorite, because you know that at any second, they're coming down, and it's not going to be pretty. Character you hate the most. See, I know I've been giving Ellie a lot of shit, but I can't say I hate her the most. I have to say Carol is the character I dislike the most. Out of every character on this Disventure Camp so far, it's Carol. I find her annoying, I find her repetitive. I get that, like, I'm gonna say I'm sucking Aiden's dick, because Carol hated Aiden, and Carol tried to get out Aiden, but no, Carol for me just feels like a Disventure Camp Karen, and, you know, when they get owned, I kind of like that. 10 headcanons you have for your favorite characters. It's not my headcanon, but a lot of people have been saying this, so I'm just going to say what the community's been saying, that Fiore is Heather and Alejandro's child. Yes, Fiore is like, not my favorite, but I do enjoy it. A song you associate with a character. Oh, man. I don't think I have a song that I associate with any character. I never actually thought about this question. And the thing is, I've been looking at this list for a long time. Not a long time, like for like a few weeks or so. Just to see exactly like when, like how I would answer these. Sorry. I don't have a song for any character, if I'm being honest with you. But if I had a song that associates one character with another, it would be Obsessed by Mariah Carey for Jake to Tom. or Tom to Jake. I don't know, whichever way you guys want to place that piece. Obsessed by Mariah Carey. If you guys have not listened to that song, listen to it. Alright, number 12 is a character you relate to or kin the most. Like I said earlier, I do relate a lot to Aiden. Who are you rooting for to win All-Stars? Aiden. Aiden, I said this in a YouTube short. Next. A ship you hate. Not obvious problematic ones. Specifically, not obvious problematic ones like Grant and Yule, Rhea and Connor, stuff like that. Let me see. A ship that I hate. Thing is, like I said, I don't like Ellie, but Ellie and Gabby are actually cute. A ship that I actually don't think is the best, however. Okay. Just, you know, take what you will with this. I'm not saying that I hate this ship. I'm not saying that I hate them as a company. I don't think I hate anybody. Like, I don't think I hate any ship on the show. Unless it's anybody shipping any of those people with Fiore. That's disgusting. But that's, again, that would be considered a problematic one. I would say that the ship I think I hate the most, dislike, is Ashley and Will. Now, I feel like we needed to see more of their relationship for me to believe that it would actually work. But I don't think they gave us enough info on either of them to give us a reason why Will and Ashley are great together. Now I get like Ashley helped Will with his fears, but if Will stayed on the show longer, we could see exactly how Ashley would have been able to do that. See what I'm saying here? I get that we have to get rid of somebody, right? So like first, I guess Will would just make sense, right? He didn't really have much of a development either in the beta version of Disventure Camp where he went out second. So I guess, you know, I'm going to have to say that. But again, I don't hate them. I mildly dislike them. I'll say that. Like, very mildly. Like, very, like it's very much teetering on neutral and, like, dislike. Now, for number 15, a character you think had wasted potential. Will. and I will say that 10 times over, Will had potential. From what we were told that him and Ashley did off screen, could have easily been shown on screen and showed us that Will could have been a different fucking character. Other than that, I think we also have wasted potential on Kai, because we could have seen him also kind of change behaviors and adapt to the game instead of being this guy that's all chill and all out. Like, he can still be that good guy standing up for what's right, but now that we saw like that side of him, where he was standing up for Maggie against Yule, we could have seen more of that going forward. Like him, you know, maybe he makes it far enough to where Rhea now becomes the villain, and now he stands up for Rosa and like Lake when when Rhea mistreats them and Kai just like steps in. Alright, or whatever. 16. A hot take you have in general about Disventure Camp. Okay. A hot take that I have is that Ellie's not that good of a character. I understand the hype though, and I understand why people like her. I don't. I can't get behind her. I'm really sorry about that. Also, another hot take. And people are going to be like, oh, you have no taste because you said this about Ellie, now you're about to say this about this character. Save it. I know. But Dan definitely also, you know, could have gotten a little bit farther with some character development that maybe he should have noticed that Gabby had taken the idol, or Gabby had an idol, and later on had plans to take it, so that way, you know, these plans would probably develop after Ellie switched teams, so that way Dan was like, oh shit, like Gabby has the immunity idol, like she's gonna use it on Ellie, I need to find a way to grab that, so that way she doesn't, and Ellie goes on. Okay, your desired Final Four and All-Stars. Desired Final Four. See, here's the thing. Someone that was in my desired Final Four left, but I also know that we are going to have somebody return, so I guess I can still say them. So my desired Final Four would be Connor, Ashley, Gret, and Jake. Yeah, I didn't say Aiden, right? I didn't say Aiden. I want all the finalists that were in there from the final three up to like the winner of each season. I want them all to actually be eliminated, so we can see how they feel about actually being eliminated, having to ride the bus of losers and whatnot for the first time. And we already have that with James and Miriam. They're already out. So yeah, but my Final Four will consist of Connor, Ashley, Gret, and Jake. And yeah. Oh shit, that's it. That's it. That's the end of the thread. So honestly, Disventure Camp is such an amazing show. When Total Drama wasn't around for us, Disventure Camp came in and kind of like took the Total Drama community by storm. While their first attempt at Disventure Camp was not the best, they made a season 2 where they upped their game, and then throughout season 2 we could see that the animation style was getting better and better and less choppy, and then when they remade season 1 in their art style, we finally saw things come to life. And honestly, the whole show is just amazing, and honestly, you guys just gotta watch it for yourselves if you have never watched it before. And those who have watched it, rewatch it. It's amazing, and freaking, it makes it even better that this fan-made series defied all odds by actually going up against the big wigs, right? Fresh TV, and winning, so they could keep Disventure Camp. They didn't have to cancel the show and make it like a comic series. They were able to keep Disventure Camp going, and that, my friends, is how you get shit done. So if you guys do enjoy, drop a like, subscribe to the channel. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.